Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My sister will be in the kitchen. Yes, she's doing her Sazón seasoning.
Okay, y'all. So the next seasoning that we're gonna be doing is the Sazón. But let me just show you how we need to make sure that you label the seasonings when you're done. So this is the label for the last one we just did, which was the adobo label, meaning you're gonna put the name and then the date. I just put month and year because it lasts forever and a day. But you want to be able to take a look at this and smell it and make sure that it still is as potent as you need it to be. So on to the Sazón. We're gonna start with just another dump and pour, I guess. Well, dump and mix. 1 tablespoon of ground coriander, 1 tablespoon of ground cumin, 1 tablespoon of ground annatto or achiote seeds, ground. And a quick lesson in achiote seeds, they come in different forms. You can get the annatto seeds or achiote seeds in a paste form, and this would be the paste form, or you can also get it in the seed form, and this would be the seed form. And you can just literally grind this, or if you want to make some red oil or annatto oil, you put this in the oil and then the oil get nice and yellow, very dark yellow. And then you can do whatever you want to do with the oil, season it up, whichever way you want to use it. That's one of the things we use in tamales. Also, it comes in a powder form. So this is what the powder form would look like. And that's what we're using today, the powdered form. And the basic history of that is basically it's just a pod that has the seeds in it, and the pod is dried and the seeds are removed, and either once they're dried you can form it into the paste with other seasonings in it, or you can just dry the powder and grind the seeds, dry them, grind them, and get the powdered form, or again just use the seeds. Anyhow, moving on with our Sazón. You're going to put in 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. There we are. 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. 2 teaspoons of dried oregano, grounded. And 1 teaspoon of onion powder. 1.5 teaspoons of salt, which is optional. You don't have to put salt. And again, I reduced mine by that 1/2 teaspoon. So I have 1 teaspoon of salt in here because I will be using the chicken base in my chicken seasoning. When I put this Sazón in, I will also be using chicken base. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Again, I had a generous 1/4 teaspoon, as you can see there. But that's also optional. You do not have to put that in there. So again, now we're just going to mix all of this good stuff together and then put it into our saving container. Label it up. So mix it. Literally just mix. Breaking up all the lumps that you can see. Some people take all of this good stuff and just put it in a spice grinder, and just pulse it down a couple times just to break up all the lumps, and then put it into their storage container, which is the same thing as just putting it into a bowl like this and then breaking up the clumps of whatever you might see in there. I think that's that. So that looks good to me. Oh, I almost lied. Look, there's a piece right there. Right there. I got that little bugger. Anyhow, so I'm going to take this now. And like we did with the adobo, we're going to do the same thing here again. I'm going to use a 4-ounce mason jar. And spoon this mixture into the 4-ounce mason jar. And again, I prefer to use mason jars, but you can use whatever airtight container you have. And please, 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 please label them, because they will look alike. You will have seasonings that look alike, and the last thing you want is to put something in your meat that's really not that. That's not where it's supposed to go, like your pumpkin pie spice, your apple pie spice, and make sure you smell them if you didn't label them. So I'm going to finish scraping this. There's not much left in the bowl, clearly. There we are. I'm going to seal this back. Make sure it's tight and label it. Here is my label. This is Sazón. Oops, this is Sazón. And I'm going to go get my pen right now. Give me a second. And I'm going to put my 224 on here. And that's that. So this will also be used on the chicken as well. And we will show you that once we start seasoning the chicken. My sister might have to clean it first. Hello. And that's about it for me on my end of the hemisphere. So if you guys make your own sazon or your own adobo, please feel free to share your recipe if you care to. And let us know what differences you do in your adobo or your sazon. All right. Thank you. Have fun.